Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Onyx here. For once in several, well, I haven't done it in years, but I'm going to be recording Runescape Oldschool. Haven't actually played it in a long time. I haven't actually played since October of last year because I did quit after the RuneFest event, and I haven't played it since then. I'm trying to get back into it. I was going to do Slayer, but I realised I'm absolutely broke because I spent it all on bonds to pay for tickets and stuff like that. So I'm back killing Zulrah, the boss that everybody either loves or hates. You either can do it or you can't, I guess, sort of thing. I probably will not be talking the entire video, at least hopefully not, because I will lose my voice doing so. I'm still getting used to actually talking to the computer or the screen, so to speak. So excuse me if I'm saying and a lot. I will probably be doing that quite a lot throughout the video. And here we go. I don't know what to say, but yeah. I've told a couple of people that if they wanted a guide on how to kill Zulrah because they're trying to learn, they need money, something like that, I said I'd happily make one. I'm actually just getting back into it. I've forgotten the rotations. Well, not so much forgotten, but I have sort of forgotten like where to stand in the correct places at the right time. So I guess you can say I've forgotten, but I know the basic outline of it, which if you hadn't actually done it before, but let's just say I know more than had you not have actually killed her at all, because I've got about 1,600 kills. There goes my phone. Something like that. I've got the pet. The only item I don't think I've ever gotten is the mutagen. Working on it. I'm going to do a road to third age range or something for now. It's just bank with Zulrah, I suppose you can call it. I'm working up to about 100 mil. So far I want to get maybe 70 mil to get third age range. No real reason for it, it's just I want third age range. I used to have it, looks cool, why not? After that I might do a bank for Slayer, so do Zulrah to get Bandos, Armadillo, which technically you could just get instead of getting third age range. I could just get Armadillo and that and all the boots and so on and so forth. But I figure I'll get third age range first, just so I've got items in my bank that are actually somewhat worth something, so if I do struggle or if I do need to sell it in the future, because my money making methods are pretty weird, I don't concentrate or work hard to earn money if I have a high enough stack. So say I've got a 30-40 mil cash stack, I won't bother as much trying to make money, because like, well, I can buy pretty much anything there now beside obviously Elijah's shields and stuff like that. So what's the point in trying to earn money when I've pretty much got all that I'm ever going to need? I mean, sure, prayer costs 180 mil, crafting probably costs 90 mil, but that's just how I make money on here. If I'm struggling or I get bored because I've got more than I think I'll ever need, I'll just buy a random useless item and then put it in my bank, and then my cash stack will be really low again, and then I'll just keep repeating the process. I did that on RS3 quite a lot actually. I did it on old school as well, so I'd buy maybe a Drygor or Torva armor or Onyx armor back when it was 150 mil, when I was bossing for like Queen Black Dragon and stuff, or Raxor. I haven't actually killed him yet. I think I've only got about 4 kills, but that's beside the point. We're on old school, so let's not worry about that. But when I was killing them, I would buy random stuff, maybe a party, not a party, I haven't had that much in like 6 years, but I would buy random items just to make my cash stack drop, to make me actually work higher for more money. And it works. It's a bit stupid because in the process of buying said items you probably lose several million or maybe gain a few 100k or something from the price changes, but beside that it works well for me. That's just how I do it anyway. So I'm probably going to go for maybe 60-70 million by third age range, just so I've got that money there. But oh, I nearly died. Just so I've got that amount basically there and ready, so if I do need it I've got it. And then I'll start working to get in Bandos, maybe Dragonfire Shield, maybe a Spirit Shield, maybe Armadillo. Not that there's really any point if I'm going to be using third age range anyway, but yeah, Armadillo as well. Maybe the new boots that you can get from Cerberus. Well, the sphere you can get from him, not the actual boots, but I might get them as well. And I thought, what better time to record killing Zulrah than when I actually have no idea what I'm doing. You'll see in the video I've already screwed up several times. I'm not perfect, I'm not like some amazing pro bossing person at all. I've only got a few hundred, well, nearly 2,000 kills on Zulrah now. Haven't got any God Wars kills. I didn't do Fire Cape on the main game until I was max, I don't think. So yeah, I don't boss very often, and when I do, I get bored pretty easily, but I need the money, so I figured, hey, why not? And I've seen a few people struggling. If you want, sure, there is actually a telescope by Zulrah that you can actually have accept 8 on, and people can view you killing the boss, this boss, sort of live, so to speak. They'll actually view you through the telescope and you can accept it, and they'll look at you killing it. So I've had a couple of people that are maybe 120, 123 in level combat that couldn't kill it just because of the patterns they couldn't understand. They couldn't understand the rotation of it because there's 4 different ones, and they just couldn't understand telling between them. And I understand. I was like that when I first started as well. It's horrible. I think when I first started, it took me half an hour, give or take, to get my first kill. I think it was less than about 15-20 minutes to get my first kill after dying repeatedly. Then I figured, I know I'm just going to go for 1 rotation. This was back when Zulrah teleports weren't actually the price they are. They used to be about 5 GP because you could get 20 of them, I think, or something like that from 1 drop. But then they made it so they only drop 1 at a time maximum, and that's only if you get them. So they're about 6k each now. But yeah, back then it didn't really matter to just spam waste teleport. So when I was learning, I'd pick 1 rotation that I knew was that rotation. So rotation 4 is his second phase will be magic, like the blue one, and that way I knew it would be 4. So I'd wait at the start of the kill, and if it was that one, I would go through with it. If not, I'll teleport out, repeat the process, try again. I did that for a couple of hours, and I was learning 2 rotations I think I got through by that time. Then I spent the rest of the day, plus maybe a few hours of the next day, learning the other rotations, and I did get there, but my kills were maybe 3 or 4 minutes. I was using an entire prayer potion at a time, which isn't very good. I mean, you're wasting quite a lot of money doing that, but that's just, you know, you have to spend money to make money, right? So it wasn't so bad, but 4-minute kills are not really that good. At the moment I get between 150 and I suppose 230 kills average. 130 kills for fast, and I'd say over 3 minutes for slow. I tried to have him dead, or well, her dead, by the time her Jad phase, so to speak, and that's when she does the multiple attacks. I tried to have her dead by that time. That is my limit, so that's how I know if it's going to be a slow or a fast kill for me, because she should be about 70 to 100 health by the time she gets into that Jad phase. If she's not, it means it's going to be a slow kill, and you'll probably see me typing away at some point as well, because I do type when something goes wrong. But I'm not going to be editing, I can't even speak now, editing out any failures or screw-ups or anything like that, or when I nearly die, which you did actually see earlier on. I did get comboed. But I'm not going to be taking out any of that, because, I mean, it's learning. A few people on my friends list have actually asked me to basically show them how to do it, and what's the point in doing that if I'm going to be recording and cutting out all the parts where I may or may not have screwed up? You know, I mean, people screw up, that's how it is, and with Zulrah, at least this way you can see that even if you do get hit for a 40, even if you do get comboed, even if you do stand in the wrong place, or like I did, stand in the smoke like an idiot for some reason, I didn't even know, I wasn't paying attention, but even if you do that, it doesn't mean you're going to die, it doesn't mean you're going to lose, it doesn't mean you're going to lose the kill or waste all your food, because as long as you know what you're doing, you can get the kill back, you can get the kill, not a problem. Sometimes I go maybe 2 or 3 kills not using a prayer potion, not using any food at all, and some kills I'll use maybe 2 food, no I won't, I'll use 2 prayer doses, because the kill and my hits were going so slow, and I was getting comboed so hard from the snakelings and that I was having to eat my entire set of food. So it does happen, it is random. I'm not the highest level in the world either. I think I'm 95, give or take. I started at 79 magic, 78 range, I think, or vice versa. 70 prayer and 75 defense. I started with D'hide, Arims, not the Trident of the Swamp, I think I started with the one before that, before it's completely upgraded, and a rune crossbow with adamant bolts maybe, I'm not sure, but yeah, it's very inefficient at my level. You can do it lower level, and you could probably do it with maybe 70s in the stats, so like 70 range, 70 magic, 70 HP, 70 prayer, so on and so forth. You could probably do it with that, it will just take a lot longer to do. I have seen maxed players not managed to get past 2-minute kills just because they just don't know where to stand at the right time, and that's just how it is. I mean, it's rotation and learning, and that's just practice. Practice makes perfect, but even then you'll still screw up every now and then, so don't worry about it. We're coming in at the 10-minute mark now. That's cool. So yeah, I'll be going for about 7. Any drops there? Nope. I'm actually doing this audio over the video. I've already recorded it, I'm just editing it now. It's just easier because I don't really know what I'll be saying, and I have no idea what I was going to say. I lost my train of thought. What was I going to say? Huh. I have absolutely no idea. My memory is absolutely atrocious. Oh yeah, audio. I was actually going to try and record and do audio at the same time. But I'm not very good at multitasking. I mean, I am, but not when it comes to talking and fighting at the same time, especially when I'm talking to myself. Well, I'm talking to you guys, but yeah. I mean, if I'm on Skype call or TS call, if I'm talking to them and I get distracted, I mean, I can do this for hours and talk and never shut up, and I'll be fine, but I just didn't really want to do that at the time, so I just put some music on, which I've obviously had to mute because I don't want to get copyright issues or anything like that. I still might from Jagex or Jagex, however you want to pronounce their name. I still might because it's their game, but I mean, I'm not earning profit or anything. This is for help, guide and entertainment purposes only. I cannot speak at all today. For entertainment purposes only. There we go. Yeah, I'm losing my voice already and it's only been 10 minutes, so wow. So yeah, I'm going to be going for probably 100 million. I'm not going to be editing the videos too much. I want to keep the kills in and unedited as much as possible. I'll be putting the drops in as well. So yeah, I was talking to a friend there, so I took a little while, took a break for about 15 kills and then went back. I always make sure that my potions, as you can see on the top left counter, there's the timer going down from a minute, and I always make sure I pot up after the reset, so once it goes back to 59, otherwise you waste a minute of essentially an extra max hit, which you don't really want. Sometimes I don't, it depends on my mood, so if I teleport in and it's on about 30 seconds, I might just pot up, use up 20 odd seconds left for the first phase and then it'll drop, but yeah. I did used to have a notepad of all the drops I had in the past, but unfortunately my computer died since then and I had to wipe it, so I no longer have that because it got infected. So I can't actually say what drops I had when. I had Elite Clue Scroll drops and the amount earned from them and if they were worth it and so on and so forth, but I no longer have them either, so let's just start from fresh, even though it's technically not fresh. I mean, I'm not starting from the beginning, but I think my bank at the moment, when I was recording this, I had about 5 or 6 million, and at the end of it I think I had 10 million. So within 2 days I made nearly 5-6 mil, so it's not bad. And that's only maybe 20 kills a day, and I got lucky as well, which you'll see at the end of the video, which is in about 10 minutes maybe, give or take, I'm not really sure. I'm surprised haven't shut up yet. So a couple of friends said, like, where can I look at my stream? I do not have one as of yet. My computer is so old. The GPU graphics card, it's 4 or 5 years old. It's a Radeon AMD 4100, I think, or something. Oh, that's the quad core, I'm not sure. I think the Radeons are 6800. And they don't even make them anymore, because I've actually tried checking the price because I'm getting an upgrade in 2 weeks. So I've tried actually checking the difference between the one I'm getting and the one I have now, and I mean, I don't even make them anymore because it's just so old and so rubbish that it's not even worth it. But simply put, if I was to play a game such as next gen, so to speak, like those sort of games graphics wise, I actually have a couple on Steam because I bought a couple such as on the winter sale, and I cannot play them. There isn't even an option for medium setting, there's no option for high setting, it's only low settings. And even then, it still looks like one giant pixel on the screen and I can't play at all. So I won't be able to stream for a while because my computer can't handle a game, it won't be able to handle multitasking. At the moment I'm recording in 720p on certain software, which is alright, it doesn't lag, which is good. If I was on such high extensive games it probably would. But old school RuneScape isn't really CPU or graphics card intensive, so I can actually record on this, which is a bonus. So here I am, and I will be recording here for the road to third age, I guess you can call it that. Or maybe the road to 100 mil, or the road to mutagen. I don't know what I'm going to call it. I'll figure it out when I upload it. But and I lost my train of thought again. Does anyone else have that problem? Where you're thinking about something, I know I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this, and then you get halfway through it and gone. You don't know what you're saying, when you're saying, and you just look like a complete and utter idiot. Yeah, that's me. Hello, nice to meet you. Psychotics here. So, yeah, I won't be streaming for a while. I'm just basically recording for YouTube just to see if it's popular. It's 2016 now. I'm recording this. I mean, Zulrah's been out for a hell of a long time. There are several new bosses out now, including the Slayer bosses. And there are some monsters that can make a lot more money than this. Obviously, there is Bandos and God Wars and Corporal Beast and so on and so forth. So I wasn't really sure. I mean, it's still a pretty good money maker. It seems to still be between 1 and 2 million, maybe more an hour. So it's still worth it in my opinion if you want to go and learn it. I'd recommend at least 75 in magic, range, defense, and at least 70 prayer. HP, well, that should be up there as well anyway if you're doing those skills, depending on how you're training them. Nearly died again, but hey! So what else? I have no idea. I didn't actually show my tab. I probably should have. I think I show it at the end at some point. And I get shouted at a lot by specifically one friend because I never seem to buy my supplies in bulk. The staff tried, I think it's 2,500 charges, I believe, something like that. The blowpipe is several thousand darts. Sharks several thousand, but I never really do that. I normally take the best 2 drops that I get when I run out of supplies. So say I get 200k per drop, I'll use the 400k to use in my supplies, so I'll end up only having maybe 200 sharks, 10 of each new potion, like range and magic potion. And that's it really. And then I'll get the rings of recoil because you'll need them as well, and maybe some runes if I need them to recharge, and that's it. So I'll only end out with 500 darts, 400 or 500 scepter charges, a few potions, 200-300 sharks, and I'll keep going. I mean, I could just spend 5 million, get everything upgraded, get everything and just stay there, but I'm a cheapskate and I don't like spending that much money. I never have done. I've always been like that. You could give me like 100 million and say, here, buy these and supplies, and I won't. I'll spend 1 mil just getting supplies enough for maybe 2 hours, and then I'll just go, oh wait, I need more. That's just how I am. It's just how I get supplies. I mean, it means every hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, I can take a break, chill out, talk to friends at the Grand Exchange. What did I say there? Not did I? Oh, yeah. So that's what I was talking about earlier, previously, that if she's... Oh, yeah. And there's the Onyx drop, so that's 3 million there, and that was a 3 minute kill. That was quite slow, which is why I said slow. But yeah, that's the best drop that Zulrah actually has now at 3 million. I think her blowpipe, Tanzanite Fang, is it? Is that what it's called? There's 2 of them, I can never remember, I always get muddled up. There's a Tanzanite Fang and a Magic Fang. Yeah, the Tanzanite one is 1.9 mil, I think, and the other Magic Fang is, I think, about 200k. It's worthless now. But that was the drop. I'm just talking to my friends now, apparently. Rick is the one that's always shouting at me for supplies because he's always upgrading the Trident completely to 2,500, and then when it runs out or after he does 50 kills, then he'll recharge. I don't do that. I just buy as many as I need, or I think I need, for a certain amount of time, and then I'll just go back. It's time wasting, but it's not really a big deal to me. Also, I apologise, you will probably notice my mic is terrible. That's because I think the soundboard in my computer's screwed. The wiring is pretty faulty at the moment. It's a few years old. I need to have it checked. I'm getting a completely new rewiring of everything. New system, new motherboard, new sound card, new GPU, new everything. Anything I'm keeping is the hard drive, and that's it. So I'm hoping it'll actually be decent. I might just buy a £5–10 microphone as well, because at the moment I'm using headphones with an attached microphone, and you can definitely probably hear the static coming from the other end. I mean, I can't hear it because obviously it's on my end, but I've had a lot of people on Skype complaining, saying, why is there a microwave going off? Why have you got a fax machine going off in the background? Because I've got people from my World of Warcraft days and stuff like that. And they like to complain as well, saying it sounds like I have a fax machine in the background. Which I don't, obviously, but yeah, I need a new mic, I need a new sound card, and I just need a new computer, which I am working on as we speak. So in a few weeks I should have it, and then maybe I'll be able to stream. I don't have multiple monitors or any amazing professional setup like that or anything. Just one moment, I need a drink. So yeah. Turns out I will be talking this entire video. I did not mean to do that. But I have lost my way of thought again. Okay then, I'm just gonna should shut up, but there's only 2 minutes left. So yeah, I'm not gonna edit everything completely because I don't really see the point. I mean, I don't get offended, I don't get annoyed that people might or might not see me screwing up or standing in the wrong spot. I mean, you know, so what, I didn't die at all through recording this. That's always a bonus. There were a few times where I misprayed and got hit. There were a few times I took my prayer off too early, got hit. There's a few times, or a couple times, I stood in the smoke because I wasn't paying attention. And there was a couple times that I was trying not to eat because I was going to keep some food, and I ended up getting comboed like 40-38 or something. And when you only have 83 health and there's snake things coming after you, you could die. That's kind of worrying. But it went okay, so that's what counts. I didn't die. At least not yet. I probably will in a later episode. I might cut it out, I might not, don't know. But yeah, sum up, this is the first episode, so yay, Methelm. Sum it up, if you do want me to stream, I will gladly do that. I do have a Twitch account. It is twitch.com/psycharacter. I think has nothing on it at the moment. It's basically just a page that somebody randomly made and then decided to leave or delete. But it is there. I haven't done anything with it yet because I can't stream yet, which is obviously what Twitch is for, and I can't stream because of my computer. So I just made the account ready. I put my logo on it. Technically don't have a logo, it's just my name, but it still counts. So I have a Facebook, I have my YouTube, which I'm hoping I do because it will be uploaded to the channel. And yeah, if you do want me to stream, gladly. If you want me to see me streaming live Zulrah, I will gladly do it. If you want a guide on how to deal with the rotations or what gear to use, I will again gladly do it. Because this is me just relearning the rotations at the moment, which is why you see me screwing up so much. I got the hiccups. Which is why you see me screwing up so much, because I haven't played in 5 or 6 months, and I just like to jump straight in and kill it. Which is a bad idea because I've nearly died on several occasions, which would have been a waste of food, but thankfully I haven't. So my phone just went off again. Hey, back-to-back Dragon Medhelm, which is not really worth anything. But as you can see on the right hand side, average 630k per kill, but obviously that's only because I have the 3.1 million drop in there as well. Average, I believe I get around 140, 150k. There are some drops that are maybe 30k, which is terrible, and then there's the Onyx, which is 3 million, so average is around 120 to 150k per 1 to 2 minutes, depending how quick you are, which is definitely good. It's between 1 and 2 mil an hour. If you're higher level, if you're using Armadil rather than D-Hard, which I have, you will probably get a lot quicker than me. Some people get sub-minute kills, but they're using things like the Dark Bow with Dragon Arrows as the special. I use the Blowpipe because it heals, and that comes in handy. Saves, even if it's just one bit of food, it's still 800 GP. That sounds cheap, but every little helps, you know. Coming up the end of our video, I think you just saw my stats there really quickly, so just as proving basically that I'm not 99 everything, I'm not massively overpowered. Well, you knew that anyway because you can see my ranged magic in the top left, but that's beside the point. So you can probably do it at 70 stats each. I haven't. I didn't really see any reason to. I waited until I was 79 and I thought I'll go for it. Now I'm at 84 and 83. I don't know why I had to try and remember. Again, they're in the top left. You'd think I'd know better, but yeah. So that is it. That was the last kill that I had before I stopped the recording, so I'll make these episodes when I can. I'll aim for 100 million. This will be the first episode Hope you enjoy, sorry about the static, and I will see you guys later.